Hey guys, welcome to the MLB Postseason Prediction. The prediction for the postseason 2017. Probably wondering why is the screen black? Well, I did the prediction. It's in 3 different parts, so I'm basically gonna put them together on OBS because if you guys don't know, y'all should probably already know the YouTube editor is gone. I wish it's still there. It would be a lot easier if I could just put them together on a YouTube editor and it'll be done faster. But I guess I'm gonna have to do it the longer way, which that's okay with me, because I use that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe big video. I put them together because I couldn't do the face cam, so that's kind of what I'm gonna do here. Hopefully it will record all of it. So with that being said, enjoy the prediction, and warning, this is kind of a long video, about almost between 25 to 30 minutes, because there's a lot of talking and a lot of detail. So if you want to skim through it, you can, but if you want to hear my explanation, then enjoy the video. Alright, that's it. Alright guys, hello everyone. This is going to be a video about the MLB Postseason 2017. Yup, it is time. Season has ended yesterday, and tomorrow is the day, the playoffs. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do this is it, play Postseason Bracket Challenge. So I did this last year. For those of you who watched it last year, I did not really do good. Well, I got like some right. I got the wild card right, but I did not get the ALDS right, both of them. Last year it was Boston against Cleveland. I picked Boston, but they lost. The other one was Toronto and Texas, and I don't know why I picked Texas, but I did. But they lost really bad, so it was, I was wrong on the ALDS completely. In the NLDS, I got Chicago right, and not Washington. I did pick Washington, but not LA. So I picked Boston to win all the way last year against Chicago, but at least I got Chicago in the World Series. Alright, so this is it here. For those of you who watched it last year, you must be familiar. You basically go to the MLB.com, and this is it. Alright, here we go. Whoops, notification here. So here it is, guys. The 2017 Postseason Bracket Challenge. Win $5,000. This is it. So I think you need to get everything right to get the $5,000, because I don't know how you win it, right? Because I think you need to get all of them right. I wonder if anyone has. Let me know if y'all did like a prediction video and if you got them all right, but it's really hard to get them all right, especially when it comes down to the division series. Alright, let's start off the tomorrow's game, right? The American League wild card, that's tomorrow. You got the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. That might be kind of an easy one, but Minnesota, they're number 1 in their division. And that division is not that great, because you got Minnesota, who else? You also got Chicago. Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit, Kansas City, and Detroit. Man, Detroit and the White Sox are pretty bad. Kansas City, they won like half the games and they lost half, so they're not that great either. And who else did not mention? Oh wait, the Indians. I forgot the Indians. They're in the same division. So yeah, Minnesota. They're just lucky to be in the wild card team because I guess they're like I guess since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams, I guess they have the 5th best record. So yeah, they're lucky to be in it. But I mean, it's at New York, the Yankee Stadium, and remember, guys, the wild card is the only game. If you lose the wild card, you're out. You're going home. So I'm gonna pick the home team again, like last year. So I'm gonna pick New York. Yeah, if Minnesota wins tomorrow, then that's probably gonna be a different story. I know. I usually don't, or we usually don't see Minnesota in the playoffs, but yeah, you never know. You might see a new team. Like this one right here, Colorado and Arizona. We don't really see those teams in the playoffs, but this is weird. This is the National League wild card. This is on Wednesday night in Arizona. These two teams are in the same division. It's just like the season is still going. But no, this is the real game, the playoffs. Not only that, you got the LA Dodgers. They're in the same division. And then, like, whoever wins this game has to play another division rivalry. That's kind of cool. That's kind of weird. Because they have the best record. Anyway, Colorado and Arizona. So Arizona has a better record than Colorado. Now, if it was at Colorado could have won that easily. But it's at Arizona. So I would like to see Colorado win, but I do like Charlie Blackmon. He's a good hitter, but I don't know if they could beat Arizona. But I'm going to have to pick Arizona because I think this is a better game right here. Alright, so here we go. This is the ALDS starting Thursday, I think. Yeah. Alright, so you got, oh, I just noticed these are ranked. These are like the rankings right here. So like, number 1 is the best record, Cleveland. Number 2, Houston. Number 3, Boston. Number 4, New York. Number 5, Minnesota. Same thing with here. Number 1, LA. Number 2, Washington. Number 3, Chicago. Number 4, Arizona. Number 5, Colorado. So yeah, there won't be a number 5 anymore. And there won't be a number 3 and number 2 anymore. And there won't be a number 2 anymore for this. Alright, let's just go here. Alright, this is a weird one. Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. Now, the Houston Astros is my favorite American League team. And it's weird because they just played the Red Sox last weekend. And they only won one game in that three-game match, I think. That was on a Sunday. But at least Houston gets more home games. So remember, guys, if you didn't know, the the Division Series is a best of 5. And the Championship Series is a best of 7, and the World Series. So, since it's a best of 5, I mean, I don't really like Boston. I picked Boston to did I pick Boston to go all the way last year? I think I did. But they didn't pass. So you know what? I'm not going to pick you this time. I'm going to pick my favorite team, Houston. And then watch. Boston will beat Houston. It's going to be like the opposite. So I think Houston's going to win 3-1. Yeah. they're going to win the first two in Houston, I think. Then Boston's going to win one in Boston, and Houston will win the fourth game at Boston. That's what I think. So, 3 games to 1. Next, you got the Yankees and the Indians. This is a good one. Sorry about that if I clap too loud. This is when I get kind of excited. New York against Cleveland. Cleveland seems to get a lot better. They won, like, how many games in a row? 22 in a row? That's unbelievable. 22 in a row. Like, wow. I never seen that. And that's the record, I think. Guys, we might not ever see this ever again. Like, this might be like the once in a lifetime, if you're a baseball fan. Cleveland won over 100 games. And I think they're going to win this series kind of easy. I think this will also be a 3-game to 1. So, Cleveland's going to win. Alright, so let's go on to the National League series. You got the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Now, the Washington Nationals is my favorite National League team. So I got 2 favorite teams in the playoffs. Sorry about that. I had to make a part 2, but I might put these together if I can. So, welcome back. So, as I was saying, Washington Nationals is my favorite National League team. They were in the playoffs last year, but they lost to the Dodgers. And they were in the playoffs the year before, in 2015, and they lost to the Giants. Then I think they were in the playoffs the year before, and then I think they lost to the Dodgers again. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, man, it's just like, I want the Nationals to win. But Chicago was a lot better last year, so I think the Washington Nationals is going to win. Yeah, I hope. Like, whenever I pick them, they might lose. Watch. I bet, like, all of these will be the opposite. Like, what if it was? I'm pretty sure Cleveland's going to win, though. I don't know about this one, though. And I still think Washington's going to win, because Chicago, they're just lucky they're in the playoffs, because the NL Central, whatever, that division is kind of bad. Anyway, this is probably the best one. This is probably the best one in the division series. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Oh, yeah, this one, I think the Nationals is going to win this 3-0. Yeah, I think it's going to be a shutout. They're going to win 3 in a row. That's what I think. I might try and write it on here if I can. So anyway, you got, Arizona Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Wow. Another division rivalry. Like, Arizona has to play Colorado in their division. Now they got to play another division team, the Dodgers. You know what's weird? The Dodgers were, like, so good in, like, July or August, I think. And then September, they just lost, like, a whole bunch. Like, it's, like, an opposite. It's like the opposite of Cleveland. It's like they lost, like, 22 games in a row, almost. I think they lost, like, 18, I think. Yeah. So it's in L.A. Well, they get more home games there. Man, I never really see a division rivalry in the playoffs. I thought that cannot happen, but I guess it can. Maybe it's the NFL. So you know what? It's like, same thing with the Nationals. Whenever LA's in the playoffs, they lose. So, I'm sorry, LA fans, but I got a feeling that Arizona is probably going to beat LA, because I think they're getting kind of hot. I think they can do it. So I'm going to pick them, but it's gonna come down to Game 5. So I think they're gonna win 3-2. Yeah, that's what I think. 3-2. So again, you can switch. Like you can like switch this and click all that. You can switch. So that's good. Yeah, like last year I kept changing my mind, but I don't think I should change my mind. I think Houston might win. Hopefully. I think, since they played Boston and they lost 2 games there, Boston's going to lose 2 games to Houston, I think. And I think Cleveland should beat the Yankees. Maybe. 3-1. So, Boston and Houston, that's going to be 3-1, Houston winning. This game will also be 3-1, Cleveland. Or maybe 3-0. This one. New York and Cleveland. It could be 3-0. This one, I think this should be 3-0. And this one, I think this is going to come down to Game 5. Arizona and LA. But Arizona's going to win the last one. That's what I think. So here we go. We've done the Division Series. Now we're in the Championship Series. First, the ALCS. This is a hard one. This is starting to get really hard. You got the Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. So really, whoever has the best record gets the home games. Houston is like 1 game short of tying the Cleveland Indians record. Like for real. So Cleveland. I think it might get cold there. Like, I saw, like, the Boston game when Houston played them. It looked cold there. And New York and Minnesota. It's, like, already getting cold in the north. So Chicago's probably going to be cold. Boston will be cold. New York might be cold. Cleveland will be cold. But not Arizona and LA. And maybe not Washington. So, alright, here we go. Houston and Cleveland. I want Houston to win. Because they weren't in the playoffs last year, but they were in it the year before. But, like, when they started their season, they looked freaking good, man. But Cleveland, they could win this. They could. This is really hard, guys. Like, if whoever wins this $5,000, congratulations to you, because, like, that's amazing. Alright, here we go. I gotta pick something. No time to waste. I'm gonna... I want the World Series to be my 2 favorite teams, the Astros and the Nationals, but I don't know if Houston can do it, because Cleveland seems that they're getting kind of hot. I'm sorry. I guess I can't really pick my team, because it might be cold in Cleveland, so I think Cleveland's going to win this. I think Cleveland will win this 4-2. Yup, 4-2. I know I want my team to win, though. But if Houston does win, I'll be happy. I would be happy, but I cannot win those $5,000, though. But it is what it is. Here it is now, NLCS. Here's another pretty tough one. The Nationals and the Diamondbacks. Now, you can tell that the bracket's kind of weird, because, usually whoever's at the bottom, it's where they're going to have more games. But I think Washington will have more games. So, yeah, because Washington has a better record. You know what? I got an idea. You know what's weird? Whenever I pick, yeah, like when it comes down to the Final Four, whenever I, or like maybe not the Final Four, whenever comes to the division series, whenever I pick the Nationals, they don't make it. They don't move on. The other team moves on. It's weird because last year Boston was in it. I picked them to go all the way, but they did not beat the Indians. They didn't. So, should I pick the opposite since the curse is real? Because whenever I pick Houston, whenever I pick Washington, they lose in the playoffs. So maybe I shouldn't pick them. Right? So, let's just do this. You know what? Let's just pick the opposite. Because it might work. Right? But this one could go either way, though. I'm still gonna stick with Houston. Yep. I'm still gonna stick with Houston. Now this one, I'm gonna still stick with Cleveland. This one, I'm still gonna stick with Arizona. But whenever I pick Washington, they lose. I don't know why. 2015, I want Houston to win, but I'm still gonna pick them because this is their second chance. They weren't in it last year, but I think they'll be in it this year. All right. This is a weird one. Cubs and Diamondbacks. Dude, if I pick Chicago... what if this is going to be a World Series rematch? That'll be something, but... man. Alright, well... I know the Cubs, they're a lot better last year, but I think Arizona's going to get hot, so I'm picking Arizona. Oops, I got to click on it. Yeah. Arizona's probably going to win that 4 games to 1, probably. Yeah, 4 games to 1. Yeah. Okay, so if you guys don't know why I picked Chicago over the National, it's because Washington, I want them to win in 2015, but they lost to the Giants. Last year, I picked them, right, against the Dodgers, but they lost to the Dodgers. So you know what? They're going to play the Cubs. I'm going to pick the Cubs because it might be the opposite, right? Because if I pick Washington, then Chicago will win, right? But if I pick Chicago, then Washington could win. So let's do it. Let's play it the opposite way. But I'm only doing it for this. I would have done it for this too, but this could go either way. So, yeah. I'm not going to pick Chicago, though, in the World Series. Man, that would be something if it happened again. Alright, here we go. This is the final 2. This is a weird World Series. Cleveland and Arizona. So, I would like to see... I don't know. I kind of like Arizona sometimes. I kind of like Cleveland sometimes. So, but Cleveland has a better record, so they're going to have more games. They better not screw this up again. What if they did? Because like last year, they were playing Chicago, right? They were leading the series 3 games to 1. Then Chicago won 3 in a row. That's just like the NBA Finals of last year. So, Cleveland hasn't won in a while. So, I know this is a strange World Series. I should have put Washington in the World Series, but I don't want to do that because, like I said earlier, whenever I pick them to win, they're going to lose. So that's why I'm going to pick the opposite team. So Washington will win. Right? It already happened twice. 2015, they lost to the Giants. I picked the Nationals to win. 2016, last year, I picked the Nationals to win again, but they lost to the Dodgers. I don't want it to happen a third time. I mean, I could do it to this too, but I think if I pick Boston, then they will win. Because, like, Boston and Houston, they're, like, pretty good, so. But if Boston wins over Houston, then if Houston's in the playoffs next year, then I'm going to pick the opposite team, just like the Nationals. So I'm going to give Houston a second chance, just like the Nationals from last year. Alright, here we go. Indians and Diamondbacks. So, this is a weird one, actually. Man. So you're going to play some games in the cold weather and some games in hot weather, probably. So Cleveland will get more home games, right? It's weird because Arizona was from the wild card team. Usually you don't see a wild card team in the World Series. I don't remember me seeing a wild card team in the World Series. Toronto almost did it. Toronto was in a wild card. They played Baltimore last year. They dominate Texas, and but they lost to the Indians. So, here we go. Yeah, I don't remember. Let me know which MLB team won the World Series or has been in the World Series from the wild card team in the playoffs. Let me know who it was, because I don't remember. It might be the Giants from, 2016? Probably was. Anyway, here we go. I think Cleveland is going to come back and win. I think they're going to get revenge. It's sort of like the NBA Finals, right? But instead, Chicago's not going to be in it. Cleveland. I think it's either going to be 4-3, like it's going to come down to Game 7, or 4-2. So yeah, I'll pick. I'll write in the description, or I might try and write it on the screen if I can, like edit it. So, this is it. This is my prediction. This is actually a lot harder than last year. I know usually the wild cards are easy, but like you never know. Colorado could win, but I think Arizona is just better. I know the Yankees, I think they're a lot better than the Twins, but Cleveland might dominate the Yankees. And the Boston and Houston game, that can go either way. So I pick Houston, but I could pick Boston, but I picked them last year, and they didn't win. So I think so I'm picking Houston to win, and then Boston's going to win. It's got to be the opposite. So I'm going to give Houston a second chance. I'm going to pick them to win, but not the Nationals. Because if I pick them, it might happen the third time. They might lose again. So that's why I'm picking Chicago, just for pretty much nothing. And I know Arizona. See, if it was the Nationals and the Diamondbacks, that would be a tough one. But I will still pick Arizona. Because if I pick Nationals, then they're going to lose. So this is why I pick Arizona and Cleveland. And I think Cleveland's going to win 4-2. Let me know if y'all agree with me. I'm pretty sure nobody picked the same at all. Let me know if y'all did pick the same as me. Like everything, you know. I'm pretty sure everyone picked, or most people picked New York and the Nationals. Yeah, but I did not pick the Nationals. I know the Nationals will win, I think, but I did not pick them. Because whenever I do pick them, they lose. That's why I did not pick them. So I'm picking the opposite team. So hopefully it'll work for that. And, yeah. This is it, guys. Let me know. Y'all should do a video. This is free. All you have to do is go to MLB.com. And, I guess if you get everything right, you win $5,000. I know I won't win the money because I did not pick Washington. You know, this is hard, guys. Like, if If you win that $5,000, you're lucky. Oh, you got these questions too? Yeah, I answer these. I'm not gonna answer these because I just don't want to, because this is kind of weird. Like how many total runs, how many total hits, how many runs will be in the final World Series game, in the entire World Series. I'm not gonna answer that. But this is it. I have the Indians going all the way. I think they're going to come back. They should have won last year, but I think they're going to win this year. And I think maybe I should do a video with my dad picking this. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'm going to record my dad picking this, and we're both going to talk about it. Alright, so I'm going to upload this first, and then my dad next time. Alright, so this is it. Goodbye. And hopefully, I don't get everything wrong. What if I did? If you guys done this, what if you got everything wrong? Do you lose $5,000? Like, you have to pay $5,000? I hope not. Whatever. Anyway, that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.